Hello warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the next episode in the series where we are taking a look at what could have happened had there been a second Korean War. In the previous episode, we saw a successful raid by North Korean commandos on the second in command of the CIA in South Korea. Because of commando raids like that and because of how successful that they were, South Korea is in total disarray right now, which means that it is ripe for a North Korean invasion. Orders have come down from Kim Jong-il for us to assemble across the DMZ and to cross into South Korea and eliminate any resistance that we find, which of course leads us to this mission's briefing. Now, because this is the invasion, there's no changes to the lines from what we had seen in previous episodes. The attack is going to take place all along the demilitarized zone. However, the western and central portions of the Korean peninsula are going to see the most action. Off to the east, the terrain makes it very difficult. However, this episode and this mission is going to be taking place towards the central part of the demilitarized zone. Now, the DMZ is very heavily defended on both sides. You've got guard posts, you've got equipment that detects movement, you've got so many mines, anti-personnel, anti-vehicle. It's just a nightmare to try to get across, which is going to make things difficult for us. In addition to that, South Korean intelligence has been tipped off to the fact that we've assembled along the DMZ and are about to begin the invasion, which means that the South Koreans are ready for us. Back behind the line that marks the demilitarized zone are some defensive positions that we're going to have to get past. They are now occupied by South Korean forces as well as American forces in different parts of the demilitarized zone. Our main target for this mission is going to be this anti-air position. Now, it is important that we take this out because we want to be able to bring in as many reinforcements as we can via helicopter to get across and over the minefields that are in the demilitarized zone. In addition to that, our attack helicopters will be able to rain havoc on any positions on the DMZ, softening it up for everybody else who's going to come across after us. So many of the units that are going to be participating in this attack are going to be mounted on or in armor. We want to make sure that we move as quickly as we can to the DMZ and try and pass by any anti-personnel mines that could inflict heavy damage on the infantry that will be taking part in the attack. So there's pros and cons to what we're going to be doing here by being on this tank. There's also BTRs and BMPs that are participating in this attack that are also loaded up with infantry. So we will get to the DMZ a lot quicker, especially on the South Korean side, but where things will be very difficult for me is there is nowhere for me to run. Yes, I can hide behind the turret, but no more than I currently am right now. Oh, we just lost one vehicle up ahead. That's not good. Now, at least I can hear the vehicles that are in front of me opening fire, and it looks like that they might be taking some fire as well, which is good. We definitely want to be able to soften up that line here as much as we can, and the tank that I'm in now has opened fire. I'm going to wait as long as I can before me and my squad open fire on the enemy because we don't want to attract that much fire here, at least not any more than is absolutely necessary. Besides, as I'm riding on this tank, it's, kind of a nightmare to try and aim down the gun and get an accurate shot on the enemy. All right, we're getting closer. It's a little over 300 meters now to the line. I'm going to pop up here, and now we're going to open fire. At this range, there's still not much that I can do, but I just feel like I'm doing something being on this tank and opening fire now. You can see it's so difficult to hit anything, but maybe I might hit something, and maybe I have already hit somebody. But there's only 2 of us left. Like, my squad's already been basically wiped out. We were expecting heavy casualties coming into this, but I wasn't expecting that much so soon. All right, having plowed through the fence, I've gotten off the tank. We're coming under fire. I can hear the bullets coming right off of our tank. So I'm trying to take cover, see what I can find, but we've got some more of our guys blasting through that fence and coming on in, and I'm not hearing anything anymore now. So now that we've gotten into the southern portion of the DMZ, or at least we're in South Korean territory now. We're going to rendezvous with everybody who's participating in this attack, and then there's the second wave that's going to be coming in too to be able to help us push on to the next part, which is where the South Korean defensive line is. I don't know, looks like we actually lost some vehicles here, more than I had thought as we were kind of rolling in. Obviously, I was focused on what was going on in front of me and wasn't looking to the left or to the right or to behind us, and didn't see how many vehicles that we lost. As we've got more people who are dismounting off of that BTR. I'm going to try and see exactly what damage has been done and how many of the infantry we'll be able to have push up onto the next part. So I see smoke from, looked like I saw one vehicle burning off to the right, maybe two towards the middle, and another one to the left. But yeah, these guys are definitely going to be needed. I'm glad we've got them to be able to add to our numbers here. Okay, so with everybody that we've got, we're going to begin the attack on that defensive position that you guys saw in the introduction to this. Now, we're just going to flood as many units as we can at those positions in the hopes of just overwhelming those forces with just sheer numbers. Since we do have the advantage of having more personnel than the South Koreans right here, we definitely want to use it to our advantage, but we've got to be smart about it. These guys are dug in. They're ready for us, well-trained. This is not going to be easy, and I expect, again, that we're going to be seeing some heavy casualties as we kind of move up. Since it's just me and one other person in my squad, it's actually going to be somewhat difficult to kind of act as a unit. It's almost like every man for himself from my squad at this point, but still continuing on with the advance. Now, this wooded area also provides an advantage and disadvantage for me. Now, the enemy won't be able to see me as I kind of approach until I'm really close, but I won't be able to see them, and there's already fire being exchanged. Looks like where we had the position marked was pretty close to where it is. Now, I'm going to try and push up, maybe to that tree right in front of me I'm kind of looking at. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit that guy from here. I will need to get closer. Already a few guys that are dead. We've got a bunker right in front of me, too. Looks like that there's 2 South Koreans in it. And I think with what we've got right in front of me, that tall grass, they're not going to be able to see me, but I can just barely see through it and hit these guys. I'll go ahead and reload. Because I've got the iron sights on this too, I'm struggling to hit him. Right now I see I'm ranged for 350 meters, which probably means I have to aim a little bit lower, but I've taken them both out. Now, going up this hill provides some cover for me, because I can barely see the top of the heads of a lot of these guys, but they would have to almost get up and over their trench to be able to aim down at me. So I've got the advantage. I'm going to use it. I'm taking a look at both the left and the right side of that bunker as I make my approach to see if there's anybody who I can just pick off. And I think I see a helmet up here. I'm going to take some shots at it and see if I can get somebody to drop. All right, anybody? If I move up a little bit more, kind of opens up a little bit more on the right, and I see see another helmet off to the right. Dang it, he's still up there. All right, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, I think I might have gotten him that time. Of course, it's the time that I give up that I actually take out the enemy soldier. Moving up some more. There's 2 guys you can clearly see over here on the right. They're concerned about my forces that are right in front of them. So with them focused over there, never mind, this guy's focused on me. I have no idea how I made out of that one completely unscathed. Seriously, like when he started looking at me and opening fire, I thought it was done. We've got this guy. He might be a little bit harder to hit. I'm going to have to get it right on target. I'll kind of move up and maybe I can just throw a grenade over. See if I can take him out. Grenade went off, but he's still up. I'm guessing wounded, but of course after I throw a grenade, one shot to the head and he's down. Okay, so now that I'm up right on this defensive position, I can move up and down the line without the enemy seeing me. This gives me a big advantage. Nice, the grenade took both of them out. I felt like there might have been one more up there. Yep, I see him now. Plus, I can see where my guys are firing. I'm going to wait a little bit here. Finally got taken out by my own guy. I just felt like I was way too close to him to really be able to do anything. If I were to pop up, he might just turn his attention to me and take me out. At that range, it's not hard to hit anything. Oh, and I got past. As I was moving down the line, I saw friendlies were firing on him. I made it in between the rounds of my own guys. See if I can get this guy too now. Pop my head up. Nice. I've got him. So it seems pretty quiet. I'm going to wait for everybody to pop up. Kind of move up here. That'll let me know that the area is clear. But what I will do is I'll go into the position that the South Koreans were occupying and try and go and make sure that it is clear. Make sure nobody's lying down. Just waiting to ambush us as we kind of move forward. Ah, there's somebody. Keep moving down the line. See if there's anybody else. Just keeping my focus on all the guys who are laying down, because with the grass being what it is, it'll be difficult to see if anybody's alive or dead unless it's probably too late. And of course I'm going to get that message. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to grab some grenades off of this guy. I can imagine that these will come in handy as probably going to be engaging the enemy in close range. And yes, I'm taking some fire from up ahead. See if I can pop up and take these guys out now. Somebody's on the other side. Of course, wrong one. Somebody's like on the exact other side from me. Opening fire on the enemy now. This grenade was not expected, but took out one guy. There's another one that's up ahead too. Got him. We lost a few guys trying to take just that last person out. Coming from the opposite side. Caught him off guard. All right, looks like the positions are clear. We did suffer some pretty heavy casualties, as you'll see in a little bit, as we kind of push on to the next and final position, which is where the anti-air is. Now, we still should have sufficient numbers to be able to take out the force that occupies this position. From what I had seen, it looked like it was a squad-sized unit. We should have enough. This is out in the open, which will make advancing on it undetected pretty difficult. And there's nowhere for me to hide once I am opened on by these guys. We've got somebody on a 50 cal. He's going to be the first person that I'm going to take out. Is the most important at this point. Got two other guys here too that I can see, but surely there's more. If I stay low, they won't be able to spot me. I'll be able to come up pretty quick. Oh my gosh, is he firing at me? Oh, looks like he was looking my way, but no, he's firing at some of my other guys. There we go, I've got him. All right, there's somebody still occupying the weapon. We've got to make sure it gets silenced. We've also got some guys that are kneeling, that are facing my direction too, behind some of those sandbags. Be difficult to hit them, but I don't think they know I'm here. Take him out. There we go. So we've effectively neutralized this position. I mean, we've got nobody on there right now, and if anybody were to get onto that weapon, they'd be mowed down pretty quick. So as long as we can take out the rest of the guys, victory for us is basically assured. All right, another guy. I missed. It's weird to say it was too high when I was aiming towards the bottom of his head. I guess I probably should have adjusted the range on this weapon. Oh, he's looking at me. That's the auto rifleman too. There we go. Now he's finally down. I don't see anybody else now, but I do want to be cautious. Let's wait for everybody else to kind of move up here so that way I'm not the one who's going in first. I know that it's terrible. But seriously, I've been taking out so many of these guys. Oh, they both popped up at the same time. Smart for me not rushing in there. There's 2 more now. Oh, I'm surprised that one missed. All right. I'll try with this guy. I can see him a little bit better. There we go. Dropped him on that one. And now this guy. Well, he shouldn't be a problem either. But again, everybody's moving up now. I'm going to wait. Who knows if anybody else is going to pop up or somebody's going to man that 50 cal out of nowhere. I'll take some more shots at this guy while I wait for everybody else. Got 4 rounds left in there. Use them up. Oh, I got him. Now, nobody else had popped up, so maybe that was the last person. And the way that the rest of the infantry are moving, yeah, they're kind of bounding, but they're moving at a constant pace. It's not like they're too worried about what's up ahead. So once they kind of get even with me, here we go. I'll start moving up with them and take a look. All right, nothing. Nice. Kind of makes sense, though, that they'd be back here. Better field of view on enemy air units that might be coming across the DMZ. But this is going to be a big win for North Korea. Now we can go ahead and continue to reinforce the positions that we've gained. And there's been word, too, that there have been similar successes all along the demilitarized zone. So we're going to be able to establish a foothold here that we'll be able to maintain and expand upon with additional units. So not too bad. And here's the attack choppers coming in right now and attacking any units that are further ahead of me. Now, the fact that these guys can operate in the immediate here almost without any resistance, that's going to help me out. But surely we're going to see North Korean and American fighters begin to scramble to try and take these guys out. So they won't be up here for long. We're glad we've got the time with them that we do. Similarly, our transport helicopters are coming in right now loaded with troops. North Korea doesn't have too much, so these guys are working as hard and as fast as they can to bring more units in almost non-stop. So we've got these guys over. We'll be able to continue the advance, exploit the holes that we've created in this mission, and that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe. If you have not already, please donate to the Patreon to help me out with doing a number of things to be able to make these videos better. You can follow me on Facebook by searching War is Hell Gaming. And you can also follow me on Twitter by searching @_War is Hell. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. More of this to come later on. War is hell, but you don't have to worry, because warfighters, I've got your 6.